Here are some basics to help you earn as a creative, gain more exposure, and probably get managed by a professional. Stick to the end. Okay, now to the first point, earning as a creative. Before you start earning as a creative, you have to determine what kind of like earning structure do you want for yourself? Do you want to, earn quick cash, or are you looking at something that can, generate passive income? Like you're still earning in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you're still earning from this product, or you're looking at like a limited type of like revenue where you just want to drop a collection, sell 100 pieces, like get that revenue back, all of that stuff. So you have to create an earning structure that match like yourself. If you're someone that looks at things on a long-term basis, you definitely need a passive income. If you just want something that can just like get you on a day-to-day, that's okay too. So you have to think about how like a plan that can help to fit into your lifestyle. Now, after you figure that part out, right, I'm going to speak from the point of view of a music artist, right? Now, if I was an artist, I would first of all study the business. I would go on, Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and a bunch of like websites and platforms that offer like, online courses, and I would take a bunch of courses that, have to do with the business that I'm going into. The mistake artists or musicians often make from the jump is thinking that, it's just a talent and this talent is going to guide me through to the end. No, it's a talent that evolves into a business. So you have to learn about the business, because the moment you learn about the business, you pretty much know how to navigate. Before you even start releasing music, I think you should take a lot of courses to help to navigate. Now, from a POV of a visual artist, or an animator, I would say, for animators, is dependent on exposure. Now that brings to the conversation, how can you gain exposure as, a visual artist, a musician? And, I'm going to do two POVs, right? One is for a creative, that has no money, and the other one is for a creative that has like a little bit of like money in their pockets. Now, for the creative that has no money, the only way you can gain exposure is being consistent, like creating. You have to just create. You have to go away from the mindset of every single thing that I create has to be perfect. No, you just have to create, because you are at the point where you really do need a lot of quantity. Now, me saying quantity doesn't just mean that you should just create like some lackluster like stuff. And to be honest, quality is really subjective. What is quality to you might not be quality to me, and what is quality to me might not be. So, but the main thing is consistency. So the more you create and you're distributing your creation out there, putting it out there. If you're an artist, you can drop 2 singles in a month. If think about it, if those 2 singles are generating you, even if it's $50 per month, like that's $100 per month times. Now do those 2 singles every single month to like, for the whole year. If those two singles are generating you 100 and you release like 12 songs or 24 songs in a year, think about how much you can, accumulate the next year every month. This works if you're still an independent artist and you're not like signed to a label or something, So, but for visual artists, you have to just keep putting yourself out there, keep posting, There's really no shortcut. And if you have money, spend money on sponsored ads. There's no such thing as, oh, I want organic growth. No, spend money on sponsored ads. If you have the capacity to spend money on sponsored ads, that's the fastest way to target your direct audience that would engage, and, you can build that up into retainership. Spend money on building your digital structures outside of your favorite social media platforms. That's like the best way, and also you can hire a marketing team, hire a PR team, that can get you into places, get you, that can put more value ads around your system. But in general, when you're going into, like, if you want to be a creative, do you really want to be a creative because you want to bring impact, or do you really want to be a creative because you just want to make cash? Either way is fine, but you just have to be honest with yourself from the jump and understand that, like, yo, there's really no blueprints. But everything I've just said, they've helped me become the creative that I am. And you're watching this video because you know that I am a dope creative. So I hope this helps you. And getting a professional manager, if you don't really have a demand, you really need a manager. Just dox it. Create a management structure. Buy a Gmail customized email. Hire a lawyer that's also good at negotiations. Save up for that if you don't have money. Or meet your lawyer friend, talk to them. You guys should share equity, you know. But I don't think you need a manager if there's no demand. Understand the business. When you understand the business, you can cater for your business before you need the business. Go get my ebook.